They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that. Here's a little room there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Lowers those pads. Turns it on down the left side. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Dogs are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Makes it past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Across the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Fletcher. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out.
Touchdown, Canes! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... Second guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Throwing on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Mensah. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The throw. He's got his man. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On first down, Nate Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a give to Frazier. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls.
Did all that shit for nothing, nigga.
We'll finish this half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Throwing, Mensah, using his legs to buy some time. He's got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find some.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. Tap! And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, how about this? It's the strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Georgia. Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going there.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. On first down, Nate Frazier. He's going for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. He'll bring it back looking for help. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Final play of the quarter coming. Run inside. It's Fletcher. Picks up the first down. Got room on the return. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Mensah to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between.
Might have a chance. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know.
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
That's got to be